Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 2022 Super Nationals Open Ladies Grand Final being played between Queensland and South Australia. My name's David Capron, and I'm joined in commentary by Open Men's Victorian player Dylan Hall. How are you, Dylan?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Good, thank you.
It's good.
I think we're in for a cracker of a match today.
Yeah, two very strong teams, as I have been watching the Open Ladies the past couple of days, and they have had a very strong games, so this will be very interesting to see how this goes. Two very good teams who like to use the net and really like to contest, so this will be very good.
Our umpires for this evening are Joe Mariotti from WA and umpire Jenny Collins from Victoria, getting us away with that toss up there. South Australia just struggling a little bit there to hit circle edge. And they'll look to settle with a one.
Yeah, going to take a safer option.
And look, I think that's been South Australia's game plan all week, is just get those ones up, get the lead on the opposition, and then start looking at hitting those twos.
Oh, definitely. I think once you're more confident hitting in the ones, then you can go out for those twos and really give it a red hot crack. Safer option with the one.
Queensland just finding that ease through that South Australian zone. Just a bit of miscommunication from them, but nice settle for Queensland. Seems like we're in for a game of ones here.
I was just going to say, it's like we're playing a game of sevens, not sixes.
Queensland just struggling a little bit here. South Australia's picked up that zone defence that they were trying to set up before. And just a bit of a fumble there from Queensland's attack. And South Australia with the rewards. Nice long option from Queensland. They'll work over that zone nice and easily. And that's Terry-Ann Christie in attack there for Queensland. What a target she is down there. Queensland got their own zone going and South Australia struggling a bit through it.
Definitely.
Being nice and patient though, just getting that ball moving, going back if they need to. South Australia off to an early lead here. Queensland will look to pressure, I'm sure. Queensland happy to go for that one, just keep the scoreboard ticking over. Not willing to risk any twos just yet. South Australia's captain there, Kayla Warden, in link. Just an absolute workhorse getting that ball down.
Definitely good to take that safe option, I think, so early in the game. Work on those ones, and then eventually, as we said before, start smashing out those twos.
Okay.
Nice little hug there. South Australia still keeping it safe with those one-pointers.
And I think this is where we see South Australia just take over the game a little bit, getting that nice early pressure, forcing Queensland to have to put up those twos now to just try and keep up.
Definitely. Queensland going for the two here.
Lucky to get that second chance there.
A beautiful shot.
First two of the game goes to
Beautiful.
Queensland. Goes to Chloe Roberts in link.
Beautiful tip there. Unfortunately, was a replay.
Dylan, being part of the Open Men's team, do you mind just talking us through a couple of the rules for those playing at home as to what's the difference with sixes to sevens?
Definitely. So as you saw before, a replay ball is very difficult to not do when you first start playing sixes. So basically, if you touch the ball and you let it go, you cannot pick it back up, or else it is classified as a replay ball, which during stressful situations, it can be very irritating. You can go into the net for indoor, so you can fly into the net as long as your feet stay against the ground.
Chloe Roberts there, just with another two. She's been excellent for her team all week.
Yes.
She's been their key two-point shooter. So let's see her work her way into this game.
And as you can see by when a goal is scored, it is straight back into the defenders of the opposition, taking the ball into that little square and flinging it off as quickly as possible. There's no centre passes, unlike sevens. Beautiful little intercept there.
Queensland have levelled here, 9 apiece. Happy to pass it off to Chloe. She'll get a second shot at it. Defensive contact there from Queensland's captain, Christie. I'm sure South Australia will look to capitalise here. They'll just work their way down the court with ease. Happy to go for that one.
And up and in.
Beautiful tip there from South Australia's attacker. And straight back into that circle. Here's that zone pressure of South Australia again. Oh, South Australia's link not too happy with that call. Umpire's word is the final say.
Yes, as we have learned the past couple of days, you cannot change an umpire's mind. What they say goes.
A little bit late And the timing, getting a little bit scrappy here.
Umpire's doing a good job at keeping control.
Just a little bit late on that vision from South Australia. The option was there, but Queensland just had it covered far too early.
Congratulations, New South Wales. Open Ladies Championship is welcome New South Wales.
Monique de Bruy is just struggling to find the ring there a bit.
Safer option taking the one.
That's it. And that is quarter time, 11 apiece. I told you all we were in for a cracker match, and that we are. What would you change up, if anything, Dylan?
I don't think I'd change anything. I think they're both teams defensively and attacking wise, they are working really well together, and setting up zones is very good during sixes because unlike sevens, you don't have that extra player. So you got to have a strong starting six that can handle the zones and can handle a bit of a knock or two from time to time. And both of these teams seem to be doing a fantastic job.
Absolutely. And look, if I was the coaches, I think I'd just be letting my players settle in. Like, they've broken even in the first quarter. Everyone's put their heart and soul out there. I think for Queensland, just trying to incorporate their other link a bit more, try and get her to, I suppose, hit the ring at least.
Yes.
And try and take some of that focus off Roberts. I think she's definitely one of the workhorses for Queensland.
Definitely.
And is a bit of a target for South Australia to cover.
It'll be very interesting to see how the second quarter goes. So far, I don't think there's any changes from both ends.
No, and I think that's a smart move from the coaches.
Definitely.
It's a grand final. Let your players settle in. Look to make changes at halftime.
Definitely.
Umpire JC there, just having a bit of a chuckle with the players.
As she does best.
Oh, and we get a second toss-up. Just a break there from South Australia, so Queensland will get that ball nice and easily.
Unlucky.
Roberts misses, but makes good of a rebound.
And she gets it in.
A little bit of a footwork there, but missed by the umpire.
South Australia's first two. And they're safe with the one option.
I think that's smart from Queensland for South Australia to take the risk of the two. Even though they have been up in this game, I think it's a safer option for Queensland to let them have that two and have two defenders under that ring fighting it out for those rebounds.
Definitely.
Finds the captain in Christie, nice and easily off that back net.
If you were captain, if you were coach for both teams, what would you say to them at halftime?
I think I'd just tell either of the teams, just stay patient, work through the defensive structures that the other teams are setting up. Have that confidence, put the twos up if we need to, or punch away with ones. We just need to have a set plan of what we're going to do.
See, Queensland scored a 2.
Beautiful challenge there from Queensland, just a little bit late. South Australia with a 2. Overcooks that one a little bit. Nice vision from Queensland.
Fortunately, slipped through the fingers, so that was the replay that we were talking about before. If you tip it, you cannot regain possession of it, or else it is a replay.
Unlucky on that rebound. I thought the defender got her hands to it first, but
Fortunately, we are not the umpires. We cannot make the calls.
good attempt from Warden there. Amazing rebound there for South Australia.
Beautiful little tip there.
Just undisciplined from South Australia there. Umpires will look to clean that up nice and early.
Definitely. Contact call on Queensland's attack. And South Australia quickly moving the ball down. Beautiful follow-up there.
There's another one of those differences in Sixers rules. Just can't shepherd the ball after you've touched it. You must move out of the way to allow players to go to it. Roberts just doing all the work outside the circle.
Amazing give and go.
And Christie to finish off nicely.
I definitely think give and goes are such an important part of Sixers, or in netball in general.
Absolutely. South Australia just not hitting it with these twos. Unlucky there.
Queensland currently up by 4. So it'll be very interesting to see SA start bringing out more of those 2-point shots and see how they go with that. As Queensland score another one.
But that's the thing. See, they don't need to be putting up the 2-point shots. They can just peg it away with ones. They've had plenty of ball come down their end. They just haven't been able to capitalise.
Absolutely.
If you look at this Queensland side, they've hit, I think, 3 or 4 2 points, and they've just been pegging it away with ones, and that's how they've gotten this lead.
Definitely.
South Australia just need to capitalise on every opportunity that they get. Twos aren't working for the moment, go back to the ones.
Absolutely.
Good give and go there from Woden.
South Australia just taking that 1-point option. You can definitely see South Australia's defensive team trying to look and see where they can figure out how to turn over the ball.
Beautiful 2-point shot there from Brennan. She was well off the circle as well. Oh, and a tip by Roberts. Clarifying the replay ball there. South Australia's captain just doing a good job of leading her team there, saying this is where you need to go. I'm throwing the ball here.
Would you classify that as shepherding?
Potentially. I think she did make the effort to somewhat block out the player from getting the ball.
Well, that's the thing about nationals. You get to pull out all the sneaky little tricks and see if the umpire will call them or not.
Beautiful take there from Warden.
Still taking that one option.
South Australia putting on a lot of pressure here. Queensland is struggling a little bit. Good coverage there from the captain.
I definitely think one thing that is letting the South Australian team down is communication, especially when they gets turned over.
Absolutely, they just seem a little bit disconnected and working as individuals as opposed to one
Definitely.
unit. All smiles on Queensland faces as they score another one. Good coverage from the Queensland defence. Oh, and the vision.
Beautiful shot.
I've also just realised we've got, I'm assuming, sisters in link together. We've got Kayla Warden and Laura Warden. So apologies, girls. You'll be getting credit for the same stuff. So coming into half-time, Queensland leading 22 to South Australia 16.
We see a bit of a change here from Queensland in defence.
And I think that's a smart thing to do. And there's also the change happening in link. There's just not that commitment that South Australia are needing to the ball in those positions, and especially with the 2-point shots, if your current links aren't just hitting them, you've got to switch it up. You've got to get people in there who are able to hit them to change this game up. Queensland coaches would be very happy with this first half, I reckon.
I would love to be a fly on the wall in that South Australian side of the court and hear what's going on over there and hear what the coaches have to say.
We also apologise for any mispronunciation of names. We do our best.
Yes.
And for those who are interested in the over 30s mixed score, which is happening on the other live stream, currently
on court 2.
Queensland are leading South Australia 25-13. So a very happy Queensland side for all teams this year, I reckon. They've had plenty of teams in grand finals.
Two very similar scoring games as well, both Queensland and South Australia. We see Queensland's Link calling time for a blood injury.
We haven't even started the third quarter yet.
I know. As we can see, very quickly trying to get that covered up.
There is a 2-minute injury time that teams have to utilise in their first injury. Otherwise, the rest of them are just 30 seconds as per the normal standards. Umpire's happy with that check.
As you can see, JC having a good old laugh.
Definitely one of the most experienced umpires here.
I think she'll be very happy with you that you didn't say one of the oldest umpires here.
I think she'd hurt me if I said that.
I think she would too, yes.
South Australia.
Beautiful shot from South Australia.
Their first 2-pointer, and it was well off the circle as well. Just questioning why you wouldn't have made that change earlier. Good chase there from South Australia.
Great chase there from South Australia.
And this is where we see them lift. They've had their talk at halftime. I'm sure their coach would have been saying to them, come on, get in there. Let's do our job. Let's go hard at the ball. And they're doing just that. Strong rebounds underneath. And they'll settle for that one. This is all they need to do. Just peg it back, get those turnovers.
Absolutely. Great vision from Queensland.
Oh, and the tip from South Australia and the follow-up.
Oh,
Just mishandled there. That was a bit unfortunate.
that is the annoying part of the replays. Even if you touch it once, can't run up and chase after it.
Queensland happy just to keep that ticking over with ones. Don't want to risk that 2-point shot. Excellent pick up there by Roberts.
Great one-hand grab there from Queensland.
Roberts just pushing her teammate out of the way. I'll take this one, thank you.
Definitely.
Brennan with the 2 doesn't make good on it. Strong rebounds from South Australia.
Great backup there from South Australia.
Bit of a fumble, but they're happy to clean it up.
South Australia still happy to take those ones. Oh, unfortunate.
South Australia still have plenty of fight in them. They're not letting Queensland get this one away easily.
You can see South Australia's attack that's currently in the circle doing a great job at holding, ready to get that net pass. As you can see her pointing up, wanting that ball.
Oh, unfortunate there for Merchant. Couldn't quite get that second 2-pointer that she wanted.
Beautiful finish.
I'll take a 1.
As you can hear, South Australia's bench getting quite vocal, encouraging as much as they can.
Unfortunate there for South Australia. There seems to be a lot of whistle happening this week. Not much contesting being let go at all.
No. As we can see, Queensland's attack getting a little bit frustrated there.
Mills just getting a bit of body on. fantastic pressure from South Australia, just getting that contact call. Chloe Roberts just in the corner there. Not an ideal spot. Not only do you have two defenders on you, but you've got a net on the other side.
Couldn't think of anything worse. South Australia, and there it is.
And South Australia bringing it back to a 1-point game. We promised you exciting and we fooled you a little bit there with a Queensland big lead.
Beautiful challenge there from South Australia's league.
South Australia defence just doing an amazing job at shutting down Christie. She's a big target for Queensland early on in the game, but not being found as easily now. South Australia happy to just take a couple of extra passes till something good comes up. South Australia's attack there, just coming in with those late challenges. Don't know that she'll get away with too many more of them.
Beautiful vision there.
Bit of a fumble there for Queensland. South Australia wanting the call.
Queensland being forced to go back.
Bit of a risky pass as well. As you hear from the Queensland defence, not wanting to force it. Happy to be patient. South Australia doing an amazing work in defence, but Queensland just so patient with that ball, working it into Christie. Happy to settle on that one. There's a turnover that South Australia needed. An offensive contact there from Tompkins.
As you can see, South Australia's link trying to change the umpire's mind, and as we said before,
Mills,
it ain't that easy with JC.
That's it. Mills not too happy with that call.
No.
Thinking the umpire was in the way, but it was never going to be her ball. Merchant needing that backup. Gets it. Do we see them set up here for a 2? Still happy to go for that 1.
Bring it back to that 1-point difference.
Unfortunate there from Mills. She had good coverage on Brennan. Just a little bit of a rework for Roberts onto circle edge. An offside there from Merchant.
Queensland get another shot, and they're going to take the 1.
I think South Australia really just need someone to step up, sink it to, and say, hey, we're still here, we're still in this game, girls, we've got this.
Definitely.
Just a bit of a fumble there from South Australia, back in the hands of Queensland.
And that could potentially be why they decided to switch up the links so the captain could take a seat, see what's going on, and come back third quarter with a stronger mindset.
Just scoring another one there. And that brings us into three-quarter time. Queensland leading 29 to South Australia's 26. I think South Australia did well that quarter, able to peg back some of the margin.
Definitely.
But now it's the point of, like we said before, who's going to step up, who's going to be that voice and say, we've got this, girls. We just need to hit our twos or keep pegging away at our ones, get that turnover.
Definitely.
Just need someone to stand up and do a big play. Get some inspiration behind there.
Definitely. So followed by this game today, it is the Open Men's.
Yep.
Yes, had to double check that one. Open Men's, so Queensland versus South Australia. Open Men's.
Should be a bit of a cracker, that one. Queensland getting it over on South Australia, a dominant force in that section.
Definitely.
On the first round, and then South Australia getting one back on them, so it's really anyone's game.
Definitely. And South Australia being such a strong men's team, it's going to be very interesting to see how Queensland respond and how they will tackle. As we see another change in South Australia's attack, I believe. I could be wrong.
Yeah, probably not the attack they should have made. The change, rather, that they should have made. I almost would have thought that they would bring off their other attacker in not Tennille Merchant, sorry.
Queensland's still happy to keep. Oh, Queensland not happy with South Australia scoring a 2. And South Australia are so quick to set up that zone defence, but Queensland is just able to penetrate it.
Queensland forced to go back. Caitlin Ralston just reinforcing the idea, I'm still here.
I think that's definitely another good part about having a strong starting 7 is knowing that your defender is going to be at that transverse line if you need to reset. Oh, beautiful
Amazing tip
touch
and
there.
follow-up from South Australia. Bit unfortunate with that one. Merchant not too happy with herself. Just a bit of a miscommunication there from Queensland. Chloe Roberts with the touch says hello to us in commentary.
Yes, definitely. That's definitely the fun part about playing sixes, I think, is being able to fly into those nets. However, it is good and bad because you can fly into someone.
Yes, unfortunately I
proven.
flew into one of the South Australia girls. Apologies if you're watching.
Yes, you did.
Hope your head's okay. Didn't have too bad of a headache.
I think you've spent most time during our Sixers games flying more than actually running on the court.
Wow, where's the fun in it? Queensland there, just with another 2. Just keep pushing out this scoreline. It's really the question of what can South Australia do to answer. Happy to let their attack have it. Just unfortunate on that one. Good coverage. Undisciplined
Bit
there
of
from
a
Caitlin
late
Ralston.
obstruction for that one, I think. Easily could have pulled out of that.
I feel like she's just giving away too much in these penalties.
Definitely.
Good chase up from South
Great
Australia.
chase up.
Roberts just a little bit lazy on that one. Definitely could have gotten to it.
And they
South
sent
Australia.
a beautiful 2.
Merchant with that 2-point shot again. Ralston just giving a little bit of body action. She gets pinged again. You'd imagine the change would have to come from South Australia. Take Ralston off, let her cool down a bit. South Australia with another turnover. They've got the chance to capitalise here and shrink that margin again.
Anything can happen, especially with those 2-point shots.
Well, that's it. They're only 4 down. That's 2 2-pointers. South Australia happy to go with that one.
Queensland just struggling to get through that zone defence from South Australia.
Merchant with a contact on Roberts.
Would you have called that a late contact?
I don't think it was too late.
No.
I think it was a good challenge just to present the idea that she's still there. She's going to contest every single one of those balls and start putting some fear into the minds of Queensland to second guess their passing.
Definitely.
Unnecessary contact there from Roberts.
Yes. I think as a shooter, no matter where you are, goal attack, goal shooter, can be very frustrating when someone deliberately knocks the ball out of your hands.
Mills just apologising for that one there. Didn't have time to back out of that one. Good pressure from South Australia. Oh, unlucky there for Merchant. I thought that would have been clean.
I thought that was very clean from my angle, but as we've said...
There we go again. Merchant with another touch.
Very unlucky from South Australia. And Queensland happy just to go for the one.
Back in the hands of Merchant. Oh, and why wouldn't you give it to her? Look at her go.
Shot.
She is everywhere. She is nowhere. She is netball.
Dear oh dear, who gave you this microphone?
I know. Someone take it off me. Come on.
You're fired, go home. Back to 1 point difference between the two teams.
I think that's a little bit cheeky there from Ralston. She definitely had plenty of time to pull out of it, but just still decided to throw the body and say, oh yes, no, I did contact. trying to stay on the umpire's good side.
I definitely think it is getting a bit unnecessary now, and I think that after the third or fourth time we've done it, might be time to readjust.
Definitely. South Australia just a little bit congested there. Queensland with the touch, but Ralston to clean it up. Sinks that one.
Very unlucky, I think, but great challenge.
Oh, and the targeting Christie. Galt with just excellent vision to her. Queensland just happy to keep that pressure on.
South Australia sinking a beautiful
And
two-point shot.
That's the two-pointer that South Australia needed. It's hyped up the crowd.
South Australia are currently all standing against the net. As you can see, it is 37-all.
South Australia just putting on a bit of a zone defense here, trying to keep it composed, trying to keep this ball down into an end where they can contain it. Not long left in this quarter. Queensland just trying to create something to get this lead back.
As you can hear, South Australia getting very vocal, wanting them to...
Late contact there from Mills.
Very unfortunate.
Queensland will get the chance to take it too. Really put the pressure on. They'll take a one, still keep
Takes
that
the
pressure.
one.
South Australia needing to shoot a two or even a one to stay in this game.
As you can hear the crowd trying their
South
hardest.
Australia happy with that one. Oh, and the replay comes through.
Very unfortunate.
And that is
And
time.
that is time.
Queensland winners 38 to South Australia's 37.
By 1 point. Great job to both teams, I think.
Both teams had an
Very great
excellent
efforts.
fight. I think just
Most
maybe
definitely.
the discipline and earlier changes needed to come through for South Australia.
Definitely.
Massive thank you to Snapshot Photography for taking some amazing pics all week. To EM Sports Live for presenting this broadcast to you. Uniforms West, Ozstar Sports, and of course Action Indoor Sports Morphett Vale. Dylan, thank you so much for joining me in commentary.
Yes, thank you very much, David. It has been very fun sitting here.
Looking forward to seeing you on the court later on in the week.
Look, fingers crossed. Try to injure myself between now and then, knowing what I'm like.
Yes. Now, everyone, make sure you stay tuned in for the Open Men's Grand Final, as we mentioned before, between South Australia and Queensland. Bound to be a cracker.
Yeah.